Hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? What's crack-a-lackin'? Hi, how are you? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well wherever you are, whatever it is you happen to be watching this video. So I'm excited to get started today. It's cozy weather here, overcast, and it rained all last night. So yeah, we've got a nice little show put together today. I was putting the show together this morning while eating breakfast, and it was just so nice and chill. You know, we like to have chill, slow mornings. And yeah, so I'm going to put on our music so we have a nice little vibe going. Okay. And if you want to grab some tea, some coffee, I already enjoyed my hazelnut coffee, so I'm done with coffee for the day. I try not to drink any after like noon. So, is anyone else like that? You have to like put limits on yourself. So that's my thing. And yeah, I don't know. I love Sundays to begin with, but I also love when they're like overcast and they just feel so ooey gooey cozy. But yeah, so let's get into today's show. I want to hop into our good news for the planet. The first one I want to talk about is the new EU rules to stop the destruction of unsold clothes and shoes. So, love that we are getting this, especially now. You know, the rule basically prevents the destruction of unsold apparel, clothing, accessories, and footwear. And it's said in this article, it's reported that every year in Europe, an estimated 4.9% of unsold textiles are destroyed before ever being worn, which just blows my mind. And that's so freaking wasteful and horrible for our environment. And then, you know, they go on to say this waste generates around 5.6 million tons of CO2 emissions. And that is almost equal to Sweden's total net emissions in 2021. And we know Sweden is pretty good. They're like one of the leaders. And so anyways, wow, I'm excited that this rule now exists because yeah, it'll help reduce the wasteful practice. So I'm gonna link this article if you want to look more into it. But so they say here that it'll apply to large companies, and it starts July 19th. Yay! We've got so much going on. So yeah. Now it does give some leeway for medium-sized companies. They're gonna have to start doing it in 2030. And yeah, but shout out. Shout out. Y'all can't be burning clothes like that anymore. So what a feat. What a freaking feat. Yeah. The goal is to make, you know, to have brands make durable, reusable, recyclable products while boosting efficiency and circularity. So, like I said, circularity is, well, I haven't said it yet. I'm writing a piece, so I feel like I have said it. But circularity is the new mission right now. So I'm not surprised that this is the way that brands or different countries are going, and that they're asking of brands. Hopefully this trickles over to America. That's my thing, but we just have to have the right leaders in place to find this to be an important enough um, mo- uh, movement or change, transition. And right now we don't have that. So it might take us a little bit longer, but love that there's already a blueprint for this. So yes, that is linked in the description for y'all to check out. And then the next one, they're just doing the darn thing over in Europe. So French Parliament passes fashion bill targeting Shein and Temu, also AliExpress. So basically, with that, they're imposing a per item fee for producing textiles and masks that will increase over time, and a ban on advertising for ultra fast fashion brands, including social media influencers. Ooh, chow. Ooh, chow. Ooh. So, love that we are getting stricter with uh, how people are able to promote, and then, well, not just promote, but I should say produce and then promote these fast fashion options, so love that. And then the next part that I liked was the legislation targets ultra fast fashion based on two criteria: the volume of clothing placed on the market and the cost of repairing garments relative to their purchase price. So the fee is going to vary, but it could reach up to 20 euros or $23 by 2030. And the cap remains at 50% of the product's pre-tax price. And then I like this part too. The legislation also requires fast fashion companies to display messages on their website promoting more moderation and including reusing and repairing clothing. So remember how I said in the Everlane video that it's going to be a lot harder for brands to just slap, certain buzzwords on their marketing campaigns and messaging, even their products, even their stores, if they have brick and mortar stores. It's going to be a lot harder. Yeah, we love that France is cracking down on this. So a reckoning is coming. A reckoning is coming, you guys. And it's amazing because I feel so validated, because I'm like, this is the stuff like at a high level that I've been seeing as the business model changes, as consumer needs change. And I'm just so elated that someone is doing something, someone somewhere is doing something about it. So I've seen too many influencers, and it's because they must pay well, but too many like influencers doing like full Shein hauls. Like basically their whole closet is Shein. They do a nice job of styling, but I'm just like, the shilling of Shein and Temu products, like even in the Black community, I've seen like in AliExpress, like the wig game is like so big and so good, like, and it hurts my heart because I'm just like, no. The way these companies produce so much waste, the way that they are, it kind of ties into the next article that I'm going to share, but the way they are using plastic at a crazy rate. um I just I can't, it's hard for me to like want to support Black creators that push these fast fashion brands, but I understand like they have bills that need to get paid. Again, it kind of goes back to that theme of like conscious consumption is a privilege based um, practice. It is. And we can't really blame others or get mad at others if that is something that they have to participate in. I get it, but I wish that more creators, um, influencers understood the impact of what they're doing, like the things and the products that they are pushing, promoting, and trying to sell. Yes, I know, the commission must be good, the sponsorship check must be good, but there are certain things that we have to stand for. And I think, having that integrity, it's hard in the moment, but we have to do it. Otherwise, these companies are going to continue to, you know, profit off of the destruction of our planet. And like I said, it's not going to be easy to do anymore. And this is why, because a lot of countries are going to start cracking down on this stuff. And I am so here for it. And consumers are getting hip to the game too. So, like, I'd hate to see those influencers and creators, especially the Black ones, lose a lot of their audience as consumers start to wake up, because and lose support essentially, because they're shilling these really harmful brands and products. So let me shut up for a second, because there's another part that I wanted to call out here. We did talk about this one, and then this one here. A ban on advertising, including by influencers, is a central plank of the bill, though questions remain over how it can be enforced. So I think that's going to be the next step in this, is cracking down on consumers and influencers. We're still having a hard time with getting influencers and creators to disclose when they are doing ads. So that's still a problem. So I don't know how we're going to crack down on, you know, shilling. That's like the only word I can think of. Shilling harmful products and goods. I don't know how we can do that, but we definitely need to, because it is so rampant out here. Like, there's a creator, I love her so much. She's one of the OGs. She's a dark-skinned Black woman out here doing the daggone thing, and suddenly her channel has become all like shein try-ons, shein hauls. And again, I'm like, I know they must be paying you well. I know they're probably like a consistent check that you can rely on, but like, there are some things that matter more than money. And I would think that like the state of our planet is one of them. So it's getting harder for me to watch her, even though I really love her presence and like what she brings in terms of representation. But some things, like I said, we just have to stand for. So we'll see how this plays out. We'll see how the advertising by influencers, how that's gonna be restricted. I do see it coming, but yeah, I agree. They're not sure how it's going to be enforced, and that's okay at this time. Another honorable mention that I want to call out. I don't really like the name of this article. I wish they could like rework the title. The Great American Cotton Plan just sounds like some slavery type stuff that like we're already rolling back voting rights. And so I don't like that. This is the name of the initiative. But I will read the second part, which is USDA elevates plant not plastic initiative and supports buying American Cotton Act. I haven't had too much time to look into this one, but I did see it come across my LinkedIn page. And so essentially, it's initiative to promote natural fibers over petroleum-based synthetics and textiles. So we love that because there has been studies and research, done that proves not only do synthetic-based textiles shed microplastics, but they're also just not healthy for our bodies. So I think, again, if more people really understood like what went into all of these things, like clothes are something we wear every single day, right? Like it's on our bodies. And so if we were aware of the components, of our clothing and paid more attention to that, I think a lot of people would be surprised, like maybe that's why they're having a skin issue or a health issue. So if we can crack down on that and really push more of plant-based textiles and fibers, I think that would be a lot better for us as a whole, as a society, as for us as consumers, and as humans at the end of the day. So yes. This article will be linked down below so you can look more into it. Again, hate this, that sounds very Trumpy to me. It's not my favorite wording, and they need to rework that if that's really what they're going to land on. They need to use this instead, plant not plastic. Yeah, that's what they need to use. But yeah, so that'll take us out of our good news for the planet segment. It's kind of like our longest segment, but I'm just so grateful for any time we get to spend here together. Until the next one, y'all know what it is. Take care of yourselves, others, and the planet. Bye.